Honey, I'm not going to be able to have breakfast with you this morning. I need to get down to the office just as soon as possible.
That's okay. I was planning on leaving early myself.
We can make it up to each other tonight. And have a nice long dinner. I can't wait to talk to Ridge. See if we're going to have another Forrester wedding.
There isn't going to be a wedding.
How do you know that?
Because last night when I went down to get a drink, Ridge was just getting in.
Well, that's what took so long.
Well, I wanted to find out if Ridge was serious about marrying Brooke.
And?
And I was right all along. He never asked her to marry him. He was just playing a joke on us.
You seem awfully upset about it.
I just don't like the way Ridge plays games with people.
Yeah, I bet it shook Brooke up pretty good.
On the contrary, I think Brooke is feeling pretty good.
I don't understand.
He may not have asked her to marry him, but he did ask her to live with him.
And he must be pretty serious about it.
Well, I don't know about that. When it comes right down to it, I think that he's using her. He's just leading her on.
I think this is a very serious sign of his feelings for Brooke. I mean, after all, Ridge is not exactly big on long-term relationships. Yours was his first. I think the fact that he's ready to make any kind of commitment at all tells me that he must care for her very deeply.
Well, that would be true if he was thinking of this as a commitment, but I don't think he is. This is just Ridge's way of getting what he wants from Brooke. It's been my experience with Ridge that he's interested in one thing from a woman, and sooner or later, he's going to get that from Brooke. It's the ultimate challenge for him. And he doesn't give up until he gets what he wants.
Well, he didn't get what he wanted from you.
No, he didn't. But that is because I ended the relationship. Otherwise, he'd probably still be after me.
You know, just because a man sleeps with a woman doesn't mean that he'll never marry her. A lot of people live together first.
I know. And I realize that I'm rather old-fashioned. But with everything going on in the world today, with the chance of getting AIDS, I don't see anything wrong with a more conservative attitude.
Caroline, that's one of the many reasons that I fell in love with you. Your sense of values. There's nothing wrong with the way you feel. But there's a lot of people who would say that what Ridge is proposing to Brooke, there's nothing wrong with that either. Why is this bothering you so much?
I'm gonna be late. Have a nice day. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, Caroline.
Ridge? Well, I'm running late. Have a nice day.
Caroline sure seemed in a hurry.
Yes, didn't she? But then so am I. That's why I came down a little early. I want to talk to you.
Why? What's going on?
Oh, I thought you might tell me.
Wouldn't have to do with Logan, would it?
You can bet on it.
Yeah, what have you heard?
Something about marriage.
Nothing since then.
You mean there's more?
I don't know yet.
Enough of this. I don't want any more fun and games. I'm not up to it today. I want you to tell me exactly what's going on with you and Brooke.
I take it whatever you heard, you got from Thorne and Caroline.
That's correct. Now, your brother seems to think that you're very serious about marriage. Caroline, on the other hand, wasn't quite so sure. So why don't you tell me?
Caroline is much closer.
Oh, I see. You were just putting them on.
You're really hell-bent to find out, aren't you?
Who was the first one to bring up marriage?
How do you know anyone did?
Because you didn't just pull it out of a hat when your brother and sister-in-law showed up.
Mother, you're just baiting me to say that Logan brought it up.
I thought so.
Mm-mm. I didn't say she did.
You didn't have to.
What difference does it make? There isn't going to be a marriage.
But she did bring up the subject of marriage.
You just don't give up.
I know how Brooke's mind works. In any event, is there anything else that I have to worry about?
Only if she says yes.
If she says yes to what?
Moving in here with me.
Good morning, Brooke.
Hi, Dad.
You, look like you have something on your mind.
Yes, I do. And it's probably the most important decision of my life.
The Bold and the Beautiful. This portion sponsored by Planters Nuts. That fresh roasted goodness lives on.
The most important decision of your life. Why do I suspect that that has something to do with a man?
You're right.
Do you love him, Brooke?
Very much.
He wants to marry you.
No, Dad, not quite.
An engagement, then?
No, not even that.
But that's what you're hoping for.
Yes.
Well, I'd say that he is one very lucky guy.
He's also very elusive.
So, you be elusive, too.
I just can't play that game. He knows how I feel.
Is it anybody that I might remember?
No, Dad, you wouldn't know him.
Does he have money?
Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering. Money can be very destructive, Brooke.
How do you mean?
It can become an obsession. I know it was with me. Always wanting to make good. Wanting to achieve, determined to succeed. And trying to compete with Eric Forrester. I'm talking too much.
You knew the Forresters?
No, Brooke. I didn't know them, only of them.
But you tried to compete with Eric Forrester.
Brooke, I would really like to drop this subject. Money is no longer an obsession with me. Though providing for this family is. I've got to find a way, or My coming back would have been a colossal mistake.
You're not serious about this.
About asking Logan to move in with me? Why wouldn't I be?
Because you're brighter than that.
Am I?
You did ask her.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Ridge. Do you love her?
I like her.
In my opinion, she's too clever to move in. Because she has to realize that's the fastest way to lose you.
Well, it could work the other way.
I doubt it. Back off from this. She'd never be happy here.
You finished, Mother?
Don't do it.
Gee, I have to get to work.
You trying to find a job?
Trying is the key word. I've been making the rounds, but so far, no luck.
Well, you have a college degree. That should mean something.
Yeah, it should, but I got a lot of stiff competition. There's a lot of people out of work these days.
Hello? Brooke, is that you? It's Stephanie. I wondered if you could come by the house for a few minutes.
I really don't want to be late for work.
I can understand that. This won't take long.
All right. I'm leaving now.
Thanks, Trish.
Hey, Rich. Just the man I wanted to see.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Well, I ran into Mom this morning. She filled me on your little talk.
I take it you're referring to Brooke.
I think it's a great idea having her move in with you.
Oh, you do you? Mother certainly didn't feel that way.
She'll come around. She just needs a little time to get used to the idea, you know?
I don't think she'll ever get used to Brooke. She's been dead set against her since the very beginning.
I think that'll change once Brooke moves in. And Mother gets a chance to see how much she means to you. And of course, I'll do anything I can to help you out.
Why, thank you, little brother. Somehow I thought you'd be behind me on this.
Hello, sweetheart. You have a minute?
Sure, Dad. What's up?
Nothing much. I just stopped by to get an update on the magazine's progress.
It's coming along.
You don't sound very enthused. Something wrong?
No, just something happened, and I'm just having trouble getting my mind off of it.
Is there a problem with the magazine?
Oh, no.
Is there a problem between you and Thorne?
No, Dad, there's no problems.
Well, I hope not. He's a very fine young man.
Yes, Dad, I know.
Well, obviously, you're not in much of a mood to talk this morning. So when you are, please let me know. Because I would really like to be brought up to date with Eye on Fashion.
Dad, I'm sorry. Actually, now that you're here, there is something I would really like to talk to you about. I'd like you to do a favor for me.
Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you, Mrs. Forrester. As I said before on the phone, I really can't stay long.
Then I'll get right to the point.
Please do.
Exactly what's happening with your parents? Are they any closer to a reconciliation?
It hasn't been that long. These things take time.
Yes, I realize that. But you are using your influence with your mother. Your mother and your father, because I think he probably is most anxious to resume this marriage.
You do realize, Mrs. Forrester, there's only so much I can do without raising suspicion.
Well, I hope for your sake that it's enough. Because you are aware of the consequences if your mother tries to take my husband away from me. Your father will be living with you. You've got to make that happen somehow.
I can't deny being torn. Seeing my mother and father together again, like when we were growing up, it's really something special. And I can see how much it means to my father to be home again, to be with her.
Well, keep thinking those good thoughts.
But I have to be honest. I can't help thinking what a man like Mr. Forrester could offer my mother. Things she's never had, the kind of life she could have if she married him.
That's enough of that. And I don't want any other tricks of yours either.
Tricks?
Asking my son to marry you. Did you really think that you were going to get away with that?
Dad, I'd like you to do me a favor if you can.
Of course, honey. What is it?
Well, actually, it's not for me, it's for a friend.
All right. I'm listening.
You know how I feel about the Logans?
Well, I know you feel very close to them.
With very good reason. Dad, they were there for me, and they took me in after the rape. At the most devastating time of my life, they gave me the emotional support that I really needed. I don't know if I would have made it without them.
Well, honey, I will always be grateful to them for helping you. But I really don't understand what this has to do with the favor that you need.
They were there for me when I needed them. And now I'd like to be there for them.
What, are they in some sort of trouble?
Not exactly. You remember that their father left many years ago?
Yes. Yes, as I recall, he took off without a word to anyone.
Well, he's back now.
He's back?
Yes. And I gather that he really wants to help his family now, but he has a problem.
And what's that?
He needs a job. And I know it's not going to be very easy for him. I can't imagine that he has any references from the past 8 years that he can use. And I remember how hard it was for me when I was looking for a job, and I didn't even have all those years to account for. So I was wondering, do you think you could find something for him?
Honey, I don't know.
Daddy, please, I think that this could make a real difference in Beth Logan's life. Just to have her husband back.
This really means that much to you?
Yes, it does. I would really like to help them if I can.
Sweetheart, I cannot promise anything. But I will speak to this Mr. Logan in a day or two. And then we'll just see what happens.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Mrs. Forrester, Rich and I aren't getting married. I should think you'd be happy to hear that.
Oh, believe me, I am. But you never give up, do you? When my son wouldn't agree to marry you, you came up with the idea of living together.
Rich is the one who suggested living together. I had nothing to do with it.
I don't believe you.
That's because you only believe what you want to.
Brooke, do you really think that you can move into this house with me and with Caroline under the same roof?
I don't see why not.
You're not that foolish. You'll lose him in a minute. Would you like some advice? Some good advice? Wait until he offers you a ring.
And what if that day never comes? And I'm sure you hope it doesn't.
Then what will you have lost? A man who doesn't love you? A man who's really in love with another woman, and don't ever forget that. That's all I wanted to say to you.
You are so cruel.
And you can be so obvious. Goodbye.
Don't push me, Mrs. Forrester. Would you like it if I picked up that phone right now and called Rich and told him I was ready to move in?
Jewelry provided by Stephen Dweck. Join us again for The Bold and the Beautiful.